I'm in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad, light up ties in a hearse. I've been on a vibe, kinda hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I'm never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap. Got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, threw that ass survive, doing 80 to the house. Then I hit it to the sky, changed haters on a tirade. Talking to they grip in the face, be still, let that hate stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Trail spill from my lips, feel big from the bib. Take a sip till I pass out. Try and get grit, but it don't make sense, cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the glass house. I don't need the accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just wanna eat, save a spot at the table. Beast with the slap, hit myself on the map. You long with the wind, but we knowing that it's cap. 5-hour flights, couple nights at the flat. To be real, couldn't see me making moves while I'm at. I'm still on the grind.
Good morning, good people. So as you can see, it's the next day. I'm up starting my morning routine so we can get the day started. We have a photo shoot today. But before I do the photo shoot, I'm gonna try to go by the taxi office to see if we can identify the driver and hopefully get my camera back. But if not, we got to keep moving forward. So again, I told y'all that I decided to just keep vlogging from this part of the trip using my camera And so that's what I'm doing. I packed 2 tripods. One is more of a compact tripod, and the other one is like more of a selfie stick tripod. So the compact tripod is just that, like it's like more portable, and it's like, the functions are not that many. But my selfie stick tripod, I like that because the top of the tripod bends back and forth. And so when I need to get different angles, like pointing down at something, that helps out a lot. And also, like, it is face level. Like, I can adjust it to be face level, mid range, lower. So I'm not sure which tripod I'm going to take on the photo shoot today. I'm probably going to take the one that can bend back and forth. But that's more logistics things. So I wanted to show you some of the things that I use for my morning routine when I'm traveling. It's a little bit different. So I'm not going to hold you. I am a melanated woman, and I have really good genes when it comes to skin. And so my skincare is more maintenance than preventative, if that makes sense. My mom if you have not seen the vlogs with me and my mom, go back and look. That's going to be me in like 20 years. My mom looks so good because we have really good genetics. Some of us win the lottery when it comes to genetics. And so even her, she has a very basic skin routine. So I had to make a conscious decision to get into certain products. So I'm going to show you what I use. So I use a face cleanser. I use a serum. And then I use a moisturizer. Now, my face cleanser is a cleanser / mask that I use from Neutrogena. I will link these products down below. I have an Amazon storefront that has all of my beauty products, from hair care to skincare, all the way to body moisturizers and things of that nature. So I will link that down below. But sometimes when I go shopping, I get samples. And when I get samples, traveling, I'm finding it's the perfect time to pack my samples because they're not full size. So when I'm traveling, I use the Lancome Genifique serum. That's what it looks like. Again, normally I pack a travel bag with all of my toiletries already ready to go. And so that was in my bag, and so I used that. Something that I just bought, and I just bought this in Europe, is the L'Oreal Paris Triple Active moisturizer. I'm getting more into moisturizing my skin. I haven't been doing the best job on vacation, but I was like, it's time. And so I stopped by a local store when I was in Europe before I came to Morocco and got this. I have not used this yet, but I plan to. So Douglas is Europe's version of Ulta. And so I needed some SPF for my face. That's another thing that I've incorporated into my morning routine, but not necessarily in my travel routine. But I got this, and this is their brand. It was just a little cheap 14-euro balm that you can put on your face. I haven't used it yet, so I can't tell you how it works. But what I use in my everyday skin care is this brand called CoreSX, CoreSX, I think is the name. It is a Korean skincare brand. I purchased the products on Amazon. in the European branch of Amazon, but they also have products on American Amazon as well. I have it linked in my Amazon storefront under my beauty style. That's all of my beauty products. I use their, what do you call it, moisturizer. I use their serum and I use their SPF. And I really like their products, especially that serum. That serum is top tier. And so I'm going to get dressed up to a certain point. It takes me a long time to do my makeup, so I'm probably going to go ahead and do my foundation routine and put on some eyes now before I go out for the day. And then closer to the time for the photo shoot, I will touch up my makeup and put on lipstick. Normally when I do photos, because I do different looks, I just do one makeup look and wear one color shade of lipstick that goes with all my outfits. And so, yeah, I just wanted to check in and let y'all, tell y'all good morning, and also put y'all on to game on what I use as skincare products. Oh, and another thing, you saw me use this. Baby, this stuff, first of all, it smells so good. It feels good on the skin, and it is so moisturizing. I don't know about Morocco, but Europe has hard water. And so for years, I've been moisturizing my skin with more heavy duty products like this, like creams and shea butters and stuff, as a ritual anyway. And so when you move out of the country and the water is hard, it's especially important to keep your skin moisturized. I either use this or I use the Vaseline to do my, sometimes like this morning on my bottom half, I use the travel size Vaseline. And then on my top half, if I wanted, I want my top half to be a little bit more fragrant, I'll use this. Because Vaseline has kind of a chemical basic smell. So I use that on my feet, on my knees, on my legs. But, on my upper torso, all the way up to my neck, I'll use something a little bit more fragrant. Like this stuff smells amazing. And sometimes if I'm going to like warmer climates or something like that, I'll even infuse the Vaseline or the cocoa butter with different oils or different products. Like I was running low on my Sol de Janeiro products after a trip to a warmer climate, after my trip to Portugal. And so I'll just take those and mix those in with the Vaseline or with the cocoa butter sometimes. Sometimes if I'm going to a climate where there's standing water and there's mosquitoes, I put a couple of drops of eucalyptus oil in my skin, my Bodycare products as well. Kind of one of those things. So, yeah. So that's something that I do as well. What else did I want to tell y'all? Y'all saw me spraying a perfume. That was a perfume sample. So the last time I went to the Montal store, they gifted me with some samples, and this is Roses Musk. So the little vial was about halfway, and I wanted, my base smell to smell really nice. This is a really sensual, like, sweet smelling scent, but it also still has some power to it. It's not, it smells sweet, but also sensual. And that's what I like. Like, I'm grown, okay? A real grown lady. So I don't want to smell like tutti frutti stuff. If I'm going to wear a more sweet smell, I also want it to have some staying power. And this Roses Musk by Montel smells so good. I usually travel with my Montal scents because they're already packed and ready to go, especially in the warmer time climates. So I'll wear stuff like Black Lime from Montal. This is like one of my favorite travel scents, especially like if I'm going out to dinner or a night on the town. Mm-hmm, child. I wear, that's Black Lime. It's so nice. I bought it twice. I had to re-up on it last time I was in Paris. I wear Black Intensive Oud. Again, these are heavier scents. And then I have a big bottle. I ain't gonna pull it out of my carrying case, but of Black Noir. Yeah, those three. But I might go and get the Roses Musk because that is real sweet. You know what I'm saying? And I intentionally put that on today for the things that I want to do today. I want to smell sweet. And so I put that on. Okay, now for real, I'm fixing to go. I need to check to see what time it is. Definitely go down to breakfast. And then I need to go to the taxi station. Even if I don't get my camera back, I feel like I need to go ahead and make a report about that driver, identify him, and make a report because he was a little bit too comfortable the other night, and very unprofessional. And they just need to know how he out here operating. All right, y'all. I'll check back in and let y'all know the update about the situation, and also the photo shoot. Hi there. So I just wanted to check in and show y'all my makeup. So here's how I came out. I'm gonna take my glasses off so you can see the eyes. Little shimmer on the eyes. Little red on the lips. And we are back in business. And so now I'm going to back up so y'all can see my outfit. Y'all, I'm so proud of this little outfit. I almost hit the wall. All right, so we'll start with the drummer. We'll start with these pants. Get a load of these. So they're in this beautiful turquoise African print. And, of course, the ruffles. Now, I had these altered from the first iteration of the pants. So the ruffles came up all the way to the thigh. But I just thought that it was a little bit too much for my frame. It added a little bit more bulk to a place where I'm already thick. And so I had my seamstress take off the first ruffle. And this tie is also custom made. So initially, I bought a vest to go with the pants in the same print, but I felt like I needed to break up the print a little bit. And so I was like, why don't I do a smart look? And why don't I do a tie? And so I bought a tie, took it to my seamstress, and we actually took the excess fabric from the ruffles that we removed and made this tie. And I couldn't be more happy with how it came out. The earrings are from Amazon. I'm going to come up closer so you can see these. So the earrings are from Amazon. I actually wore these earrings in Portugal, y'all. So if you're on my social media, if you're following me on Instagram, it's at my_aura, AURA _style. Then I had on a zebra two-piece in Portugal, and I wore these as an accent. I wanted to do a print-on-print look, and so I thought these cute little zebra earrings would fit the bill, and I love this outfit. Also, I have my Bottega dupe. It is from AliExpress in zebra print as well, kind of tying the earrings into the look a little bit and giving the look a little bit of pizzazz. I think Morocco is all about these expressive prints, so I wanted to definitely fit in with the vibe and the culture here, and so that's why I chose a print-on-print look. And yeah, I absolutely love how this came out. Oh, and the top is either from Shein or Fashion Nova. I don't remember where I got it from. But I do remember that it was a short sleeve top, and that silhouette just doesn't look the best on me. I love cap sleeve tops more than anything. And so I knew when I bought the top, I was only buying it for the middle part, and I was going to have the sleeves removed. And I had my seamstress remove the sleeves, and I absolutely adore how it looks right now. Now I have on my Crocs right now, but right before we shoot, I'm going to change it to some patent leather black platform heels, and I think it'll pull this look together nicely. And so we're gonna shoot 3 looks today. I'll try to do some behind the scenes. It's getting closer to the shoot. I'm supposed to meet my photographer at 2:30 at the Hassan Mosque here in Casablanca. I'm very excited about the architecture and just, shooting in such a beautiful place. And then we're going to shoot more places in that area. Hopefully I'll try to get some behind the scenes, but my plan of action right now is to do 2 things. Number 1, I'm running out of local currency, so I need to go to the ATM and get some more money. And then number 2, I need to go to the taxi station to go ahead and make my official report. I hope that my camera has been turned in, but if not, again, we're going to use what we have. And so I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, so this wild goose chase with my camera has ended now, and I'm not gonna get it back. Both hotels are saying that they were not able to get the information off of the back of the car. I'm not calling it a taxi anymore, because I think what was happening is that was a private driver. Usually when I go to hotels, I have them to call me a taxi, and before now I've never had a problem. And now I know in the future to just wait. So if I'm ever in a situation again, first of all, don't share a ride with anybody. Nobody. And second of all, if I'm ever in that situation again, insist that the hotel call me a taxi or I call my own taxi. I'm not going to do a ride share with anybody anymore. I am deeply saddened and disappointed, and I need to sit with those feelings. Right now I'm on the way to the Hassan Mosque so that I can take my photos, but I just wanted to update y'all about the camera. Like, I'm learning in real time that nobody can help me. It's unfortunate. It really is. The blessing in this, though, is I do have the same make and model of that camera at home. It's just the footage that I'm concerned about. I want to be petty so bad and put the footage on social media, because one thing about people on social media, baby, they are detectives. If they're anything like we are in the United States, they could probably track down that, because I got the face of the person. They could probably track down that person, tell me exactly who it is. But I'm not going to be petty.
Then your destination will be on the left.
I'm pulling up in front of the Hassan II Mosque right now. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I think I'm going to just find a place to sit and wait on my photographer. I'm early for once. And so that's good. But yeah, couldn't find it. The weather is nice today too. I have on a jacket, but I'm gonna have to find a way to put this jacket in my bag that I have with me. But yeah.
Your destination is on the left.
Thank y'all for listening to me. It's really calming me down to talk about this situation. I kind of figured that I was going to be at a loss, but it is what it is. This place is not for the faint of heart, though. I tell you that. All right, I gotta go. Hi, Tam Fam. So I was outside of the Hassan Mosque too, here in Casablanca, and this kind lady offered to do henna on my hands. And since I'm taking photos, I think that would be a neat touch. And so we're going to do the henna on the hands.
Understand me? Because this is quickly.
Yeah, it dries quick.
Hair no. Understand me?
Yeah.
Like this no. But hair it's dry. Understand me? After not scrub, no problem. Understand? Don't worry. After to go to home or hotel, wash with water after. Okay? This is say after to 2 day or 3 day maximum, because black for shower and this, it's off, not stay, it's out. And orange stay 2 week maximum, because natural. Understand me? It's okay. It's finished.
Okay.
It's okay. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Have a nice
Welcome.
day. All right, so we're at the second location. I'm wearing this gorgeous two-tone dress. It's by never fully dressed. I actually got it altered. It was a longer dress, but I got it shortened and, you know, snatched in the waist. Had some things done up here to make it look appropriate. All right, this is my photographer. Wave to the Tam Fam.
Yes.
What's your
Hi,
name?
guys. Othmane. My name is Othmane.
Othmane.
Yeah.
And he's from Casablanca,
Yeah,
right?
a local from Casablanca.
Yeah, so if y'all need to come and take pictures with him, book with Othmane.
Yeah, for sure.
I will put his Instagram down below.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, let's make magic, Othmane.
Yes, let's make magic. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. يلا سير سير. Nice.
They're wet. Oh, get
مع السلامة.
close.
Yeah.
We are going to our third location to take photos. So my photographer was telling me that Morocco was colonized basically by the French, and this is a district in Casablanca that was built up by the French, right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense because the two biggest languages that I've heard here is Arabic and French.
Yeah.
More like French is to here like English is to the United States. So French is like their common proper language, but also there is a big Arabic culture here, of course. And so let me show you. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So this is one of the most famous pastry shops in Casablanca. So let's go in and see. I have to watch my step because I have on heels. Oh, you can see where they're making the pastries. Oh, wow, look at all of the beautiful pastries, y'all. So while we're waiting on this food, I thought that I would give y'all a story time. It actually was on the footage that got stolen. And so I'm going to recap it. And I'm going to try to be as concise as possible. So one thing about me that I've learned is when I really need to be somewhere, I'd rather be early than late. So my flight actually left in the afternoon, but I went on and I booked a hotel for the day before my flight. I booked for 2 days. And so I booked the day before my flight and the day of my flight and then the day after my flight too. So I booked for like 2 nights because I wanted to make sure that I had access to the hotel room on up until it was time for me to go. And so that day, the night before my flight hit, I was able to check into the hotel, take my time, settle into the room. The next day I got up, I ate breakfast, I went to the mall because I wanted to see if I could find a last minute New Year's Eve outfit. I ended up just wearing something that I already had in my closet. Actually, I wore the same dress from last year, y'all. But I wanted to see if there were other options. I found some cute stuff, but nothing to the caliber that I wanted to ring in the new year. So I get back to the hotel and I was like, all right, let me go ahead and head to the airport. My flight left at 5:35 p.m. I got to the airport at around probably 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock. And so I find check-in and I go to check in and there's already like a small line of people waiting for them to open check-in. And so we probably stood there for a good 15 to 30 minutes waiting on them to open check-in. I was talking to this guy. Dang, he was in the footage that got lost. But I was talking to this guy in line in front of me. He was telling me that he was flying into Morocco to get to another part of Africa. And so we was talking about those logistics because eventually I do want to visit more African countries. I met 2 people that for sure was coming to Morocco to go to other parts of Africa. The young man that I was talking to, he was going to Gambia. And then the lady that was sitting beside me on the plane, she was going to Senegal. And so that's a hack for anybody that's in Europe. Try flying into Morocco because Morocco is North Africa and then going to other parts of Africa. I didn't know that you could do that. So at any rate, I'm standing in the line and I'm looking at the young man from was it Senegal? No, Gambia. I'm looking at the young man from Gambia's luggage and I'm kind of sizing it up, and I know that my bags are way heavier than his bag. Because I have Big Bertha. Big Bertha is my largest suitcase. Every time I take Big Bertha with me, she's packed to the max. She's always overweight. And so I already purposed it in my heart that I was going to have to pay more to have Big Bertha. Excuse me. Let me get some water. But y'all know me. I'm a YouTuber, so I not only have my 5011 electronics, I take pictures every destination that I go to. So there's outfits for that. There's outfits for me to travel. There's accessories and shoes. I be trying to pack light, but child, it don't ever work for me. So anyway, he's talking to me and we're talking about the airline. And he was like, I don't know, ma'am. They don't play about their luggage. Now, I read the luggage capacity because I was curious. And so they accepted anywhere from 23 to 25 kgs. I knew my stuff was probably going to be maybe like times 10, times 20 of that, you know. But I was like, oh, it'll be fine. I'll just pay the extra luggage fee. Well, they finally opened up check-in, and we're looking at some of the passengers check in, and there's this one man, he's rearranging his stuff in his bag. And the guy from Gambia was like, see, I told you, like, they don't play at this airline. I was like, all right, you know. I was like, he was eavesdropping in a conversation, and he told me that they were going to ask him to pay a baggage fee, a heavy weight fee, an overweight fee. So he was trying to redistribute, excuse me, he was trying to redistribute the weight in his luggage so that he could avoid the fee. I was like, well, I don't have no extra bag, so I'll just pay whatever they tell me to pay. Mind you, you know, I have a specific way that I pack. It be packed in there, but it's, you know, it's arranged a certain way so that it'll fit. And so I didn't want to have to go through the trouble of like taking everything out. So it finally gets to me. And, you know, I try to play it off because my bag is heavy. I could barely lift it into my car. And so I try to play it off and put it on the weight. And the man looked at that weight and he was like, we can't take your bag. And normally when you tell passengers that, sometimes a backup person will come just in case the passenger gets irate. And I was like, well, you know, I was like, how much is it going to cost for me to... for you to take the bag like that? My bag was 41 kgs, y'all. 41 kgs. He was like, it's cargo at this point. We cannot put this bag on the plane. I was like, well, I don't have another bag. You know, what do you suggest that I do? And so his backup person chimed in and was like, you can take the Skytram to Terminal 1 and buy you some more luggage. I said, okay, cool. And so I walk across the airport. I've never done this before. I hadn't flown international since I went to Turkey like 2-3 years ago. And so, did I fly that airport? Okay, yeah, I flew that airport too, I think. But normally I'm flying domestically across Europe. And so it's a different vibe. It's a different, you know, airline is a different vibe. I rarely fly out of Terminal 2. Terminal 2 is the international terminal. I rarely fly out of there. And so you know, when I am confused and I'm on a time crunch, I'll just walk a few paces and then I'll ask somebody if I'm going the right direction until I feel confident that I'm getting where I need to go. Go to the information desk and I asked the lady, I was like, what's the fastest way to Terminal 1? She said, oh, you can take the ground trolley. Now, they specifically told me to take the Skytram, right? And I'm thinking ground trolley. I was like, but the ground trolley has to go through traffic and things of that nature. I don't know if that's what I need to be doing. Because at this point, time is of the essence. And I think it was like maybe almost 3:30. And they would be closing check-in at 4:20. And so I didn't have time to be messing around. And so I began to walk in the general direction of the ground trolley. And some told me to turn back around and ask her about the Skytram. And so I was like, what about the Skytram? Where is that? And then she motions to the general direction of an escalator. So I got on the, there was also an elevator right there near the information desk. So I got on the elevator. Then I had to go to an escalator. Like I got up to a certain floor and nothing looked familiar. Nothing was giving Skytram. So I had to ask a couple of people. Some people didn't speak English, but I finally got there to the Skytram. I got there just as the doors was closing. This kind gentleman saw me running with Big Bertha and my carry-on, both heavy, and he was kind enough to hold the door open. And so I ended up getting to Terminal 1, and right at the bottom of the escalator was a luggage shop. So I go into the luggage shop with Big Bertha and my heavy carry-on bag, and I was like, I need another suitcase. And she was like, okay, big or small? I said, small. She said, small? I said, yes, I need something smaller than this. And so she showed me this little bag, you know, the little bags where you pack 1 or 2 outfits, mostly for like business travel. I was like, no, what else you got? So she gave me a medium small bag. I said, that's the one that I need. And so I was like, do you mind if I start putting things in the suitcase here? She said, not at all. I unzipped that suitcase, and she watched me put the stuff in there, but I told her, I said, go ahead and cut the tag off and ring it up. Because I'm going to take this suitcase. And she was like, okay. And so I told her what happened, and she made a joke. She was like, well, maybe you should pack lighter. And I didn't even address that. Ma'am, you don't know my life. And so the bag actually felt lighter with some of that stuff out of there. And so I could feel it took off a significant amount of weight, you know, putting stuff in there. And I will applaud myself as someone who is a chronic overpacker. Again, I'm also efficient in my packing. So I was able to move things quite quickly from one bag to the other. The way that I had folded my clothes, it was easy for me to do that. So I raced back to the Sky Trolley and I take it to Terminal 2. And then once I get to Terminal 2, I ask somebody, you know, where my airline was, because I had to walk quite a ways away from checkout. So now I'm walking back. And so halfway there, I put the largest bag on an empty checkout counter just to see how much it weighed. It weighed 31 kg. So it was under the largest amount that they take. Remember, the largest amount was 35 kgs. And I knew that the smaller bag was well under the 23 to 25 kgs that they would accept. So I go and I get in line. Mind you, these are kind of probably the last people they're going to be checking in before they close check-in. Now, one thing about me is when I was checking in online, I upgraded my seats. Now, I don't think I upgraded to business class. I don't even think that they were offering business class on this flight. But I upgraded to an extra large seat with more room because I knew that I was going to be editing vlogs during the flight. So I saw the business class line and I saw how fast those passengers was checking in. Y'all, I'm not going to even hold you. Halfway through the walk to Terminal 1, I had the intrusive thought that, hey, I'm probably going to miss this flight to Morocco. You know, and that's because I don't handle disappointment well. But something else say you need to try. And so I listened to that something else. So I was there. And so I was like, you know what? If ain't nobody getting on this flight, I am. And so I got in the business class line. There was one person in front of me. And then after that, he probably was going to start taking economy class passengers anyway. And so I got in the line and I said, it was the same person that had to turn me away. I said, you remember me? I'm back. And he said, okay. So I put the luggage on there. And of course, I already knew that it was under the maximum weight that they would take. The biggest luggage was. And he said, do you have another bag? I said, yes. So I put the other bag on there. And let me tell you how God worked that situation out. Because one thing that I do before I travel, especially when I'm working with a photographer or something, is I pray for favor. He said, you know, the 2 bags are within weight limit. So what I'm going to do is, he said, you got one bag that's significantly heavier and that's overweight, and then you got one that's significantly underweight. So I'm going to put it in the system that they're both the same weight, so you don't have to pay. And he said, shh, don't tell me. I was like, cool. I probably should take the name of the airline out of this vlog. I think I am. I'm going to take the name of the airline out of this vlog because I don't want to get that man in trouble for helping me. And so I didn't have to pay any other costs. He scanned my passport. He gave me my boarding pass, and I was on my way and made it to the terminal in more than enough time for us to board the flight. And so I was happy about that. So y'all, it really helped me just now to reflect on that story, because everything in travel is not going to go according to plan. But if you plan well, you can bounce back from it. Now, I done told y'all about my camera. Y'all heard about that whole ordeal. I'm in the acceptance phase of grief where I'm accepting that I'm not going to get my camera back. I'll give you an update about that. What I found out was that driver was more than likely a private driver and not affiliated with the taxi service here in Morocco. Morocco has a established taxi service here. And that's what you want to take. And so when you are in Morocco, do not get in a car with no emblems on it. Okay? You want to make sure that it has a white taxi sign on the roof. You want to make sure that it has a taxi number on the side of the door as well. It'll say taxi, and right under the words taxi, it'll have a number to the taxi. Also, you want to make sure that you make a note or take a picture of the license plate. I'll say this time and time again, when you're solo traveling as a woman, sometimes being polite goes out of the window. You do want to respect the norms of the culture. That's not what I'm saying. You don't want to go to someone else's country and, deliberately operate outside of their norms. Okay? Like, I'll give you an example. One of my outfits yesterday, so we went to a mosque to take pictures yesterday. So the first outfit that I had on was appropriate to be on those grounds. Those grounds are considered holy. Whether you're inside of where they worship, this mosque specifically was a museum. You're inside the museum or you're out in the courtyard. We were taking pictures out in the courtyard. But I went into a women's restroom and I changed into my next outfit, and that was not considered appropriate. And I had forgot where I was. Like, I knew that this is a largely Arabic speaking country and a largely Muslim country as well. So there are certain ways, in certain spaces, you have to conduct yourself a certain way as a woman. And so I told the photographer, I was like, yeah, I forgot where I was. Let's go. Because the police could get involved, and I ain't trying to end up in a Moroccan jail. But there are some situations where you are allowed to assert your safety. So after my camera was stolen, every taxi that I get in, I take a picture of the number, just in case I leave something behind. Normally I don't, but that wasn't a normal situation either. I was riddled with so much anxiety that of course I would have left something behind. So the things that I learned is, number one, once I'm done with my camera equipment, make a conscious effort to stop and tuck it away in my bag. I always carry a handbag with me. Tuck it away. That's number one. Number two, make a note of the taxi driver. Like, some of the taxi drivers be trying to sell their services to you. They want to be your driver for the duration of your trip. You could ask for a business card. You could take a picture of the license plate or take a picture of the number, the taxi number. And then, number three, plan ahead. I thank God that I had an extra camera, extra SD cards. Another thing that I've been doing now is emptying off the SD card. And so, like, once I get back to the hotel room, taking the SD card out of the camera and putting it on an external hard drive that will stay in the hotel room. I bought two with me because one of my external hard drives, I've been using it for a while, so I know that it was getting full, so I went on and ordered one that's completely empty. And so, I create a file. One day I'll go over the process of how I organize and store information for vlogging, because that might help somebody out there. But yeah, I've been emptying out my SD cards, because worst case scenario, if a camera gets lost or stolen, like, you'll lose like a day of footage, But that SD card had a lot of stuff on there. So, yeah. Anyway, I ordered me some Moroccan food. I ordered me a mixed grill. I always get a mixed grill. I got a mixed grill in Turkey. I got one now. So this is what I'm hoping for, y'all. I'm hoping for meat. And I'm hoping for rice. And any other thing that they want to give me. So we'll see. The food's supposed to come. Let me check the app. Okay, it's 8 minutes away. It's 8 minutes away. The app that I'm using is called Glovo. 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 That's like their Uber Eats over here. I'm having flashbacks to Turkey, y'all. But yeah, that's like their Uber Eats over here. Glovo is the name of the app that I'm using. Everybody, for the most part, has been kind here. Everybody, the people at the hotel, kind. The people at the mall, kind. The people at the restaurant that I went to for New Year's, kind. Everybody has been kind for the most part, but I still hold that Casablanca is one of those cities where you gotta keep your head on a swivel. There is a large hustle culture here where people are trying to make their money. Point blank, period. And if you are foreign, and I think this is across Africa, I've heard similar stories to people who visited certain parts of Africa. If they know that you're not from here, they are going to try to get over on you. They assume that you don't know anything about the norms. They assume if you're over here, you're on holiday, and if you got money to holiday, then you got money to give them. That's not always the truth. Some people, myself included, had to put myself on a payment plan to pay for this trip. So if I'm wealthy, I could just get up and go. But I still am blessed. And so I am assertive. People ask me, where are you from? Morocco this week. Yesterday, because of the clothes I had on, they thought I was from Nigeria. It's the clothes and the hair and the skin color. They thought I was from Nigeria. And it's a soccer tournament here. This time of year, this week. And so that's a big event. That's bringing a lot of people from other parts of Africa into the country. They're coming over here to look at the soccer game. And so people just kind of assume things, which is cool. It's fine. I just roll with the punches. But yeah, Casablanca, one of them cities where you have to be prepared for the hustle culture here, because it's a large hustle culture here. But I assert myself. All right, y'all. I'll come back and show y'all what this food is giving. I am probably going to start editing some videos and catch up on my shows. Bye. So this is what the plate is giving up close. French fries. I'm finna go watch my shows and enjoy my food, y'all. Bye.